Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to this reading, what they find attractive about you. What they find attractive about you. Whomever your they is, that's up to you. I'm just going to read what they find attractive about you. This is part of damn near daily love videos. There was a video yesterday, and in fact, a video damn near daily for the entire month of this. There's a playlist that has all the readings for you to catch up on. And this is the last one. We're finished. These readings are timeless, but they happen during now. Thank you so much to everybody that's left really sweet comments, been super kind. I've appreciated it, and it's really kept me going and kept me strong. So all of your words mattered and counted, and your gifts too. Thank you so much. So we're ending on a good one, some goody feels, what they find attractive, Pal 1, Pal 2, Pal 3, Pal 4. Timestamps are in the description box below. I will see you in your pile. Bye. Hey there, Pal 4. What they find attractive about you. Okay, so you got nostalgia in the reverse. I'm going to keep it in the upright. And you have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse as well. And you also got the Go the Distance. Okay. 7, 11, 47 could be important to you. 26, 8, those numbers could matter. What they find attractive about you is your demureness. What does demure mean? You're like unassuming until somebody looks close. Right? Like maybe you stick out in a crowd because you've got blue hair or like a braided beard or whatever you got going on. I don't care. I care. I just don't know. Or you could be someone that blends into a crowd. But even in your loudness or your blendingness, it's not until people look closer at you that they notice you. And it's in the noticing of you that they find you attractive and you start to glow and stand out in a room or a crowd because they're looking at you. This reminds me of how I deal with sparkling water or when I'm watching a movie and I can't tell if I'm attracted to the actor or not. Or maybe, yeah, I'm just watching a movie and I didn't care for this actor, and yet all of a sudden you're just like, whoa. Damn, this happened with Hugh Jackman. I've seen Hugh Jackman for many years in my life. And then I watched, and I loved Greatest Showman. Like, he was so good in that. But then I watched Deadpool and started watching his interviews. And there was just something so sparkly about him and so beautiful about him. And I was just like, oh my God, I have a crush. And that's you. Like, what they find attractive about you is you're someone who it's not, I don't know, like I'm just picking up on like this real attraction of where it's not until somebody looks at you for a bit and then they find you attractive. So it's not like you're not attractive at face value, but there's something that sticks about your attractiveness. You're not just a baddie like every other baddie. You're not just a muscle man or gym bro or whatever the male equivalent of baddie is. You're not just a good looking person. Like, okay, whatever. There's good looking people all over the place. But the thing that makes you attractive, the thing that makes them drawn to you is this quality about you where the longer people look at you, the more they are ensnared in your siren song of you and your features and your ways. Like I'm picking up on somebody's smile or a dimple, the way their mouth goes a little crooked when they smile, like a little crooked smile. Someone who has maybe like a little sound leaves their mouth when they do a laugh that's not really a laugh. It's like they're laughing, but it's like a huh, right? Like something like that. And it's like, wait a minute, what is that? You can probably feel when people's eyes dilate around you. You probably are somebody who can feel when people switch it up on you, where you've been around them for donkey years, you've been around them, and then there's something that changes, and you're like, what happened? Like, we've been homies for a while, but all of a sudden, like, something shifted, and now they're acting different, or they're treating you differently. I feel like you're someone that people kind of pass up. And this is not to say anything about your looks. This is about like attraction. Again, there's so many people who are good looking. Like it's not new. It's just this, like, what attracts this person that you're thinking of, or they, or whomever you're thinking of, to you, is that they were like, it feels like they were around you or always were there in some type of capacity. Or even if it's a first meeting, maybe you're sitting across each other and you're talking and it's like, it's fine, you're vibing. And then there's a moment where maybe you look away at something and they catch a glimpse at you. And there's that smile on your face while you're looking at something and they kind of go, whoa. And then all of a sudden they're all about you. There's something here also that the demure is a word that came out. So there's something here about maybe you being shy, but when you speak or when you emote, like who you look like is not who you look like, and the perception of you that people put on you is not it's not all of who you are. And so you surprise people and they realize that, whoa, I actually don't really know this person. So for some of you, that whole like, your looks or whatever, it could be this, right? The thing that attracts people to you is the fact that like they may be talking to you, and because of how you present a certain kind of way. But once they actually get to know you, once they look at you longer, then they see like, oh wow, this person is actually like about some stuff. Like you surprise people. You surprise them about how much they didn't know about you. And I think you're someone who asks also like insightful questions that other people don't usually ask. Like you get involved and are not odd. It's giving like a little bit like Aquarius here, but there's something like innocent about you, and how like there's a purity here that's not. It's like let's say you meet somebody for the first time. And sometimes when people go on dates and they're like, oh, this happened to me and this is what happened with my ex and blah, 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 blah. And usually the response they're used to is like, oh no, poor you. But like your response could be like, how do you think you added to that? And they're like, whoa, wait a minute. Like it caught them off guard. And it's kind of like not a snippy, like you ask it genuinely, but it can be like, that's like on the snippy end. But for something a little bit more gentler, let's say you are meeting with somebody and, rather than asking them the regular questions, there's somebody who would ask somebody something like, I don't know, what's the last thing you did for yourself that you're really happy you did? It doesn't have to be that, but there's just something here about you asking advanced questions or just being an advanced person that doesn't look like an advanced person. And again, you could have, you know, piercings and face tattoos and colored hair or shaved head. Like, you could look like a unique person, but there's something about you that transcends what you look like, and that's what attracts people to you, or this person to you. That's what attracts them to you. That's why they find you attractive. Or maybe people in general, you're somebody who also like keeps going. There's something here about your character. And again, it really is your character. Like, your character is what people find attractive more than just what you've got going on your body. You're somebody who maybe keeps to yourself certain things, and people only find out about it if they ask. Okay, I'm going to end here. If you want to hear more good about yourself, you can watch other piles and just be like, yeah, I'll claim that. Thank you so much for riding with me during this damn near daily love readings. This is the last one. We go back to our regular scheduled whatever after this. So if you want to catch up on the rest of the videos, there's like, what, 20 something videos for this season. You can just binge watch them in the grand playlist, or just check out the channel for more. Thank you so much for keeping it locked on the channel. I appreciate you. Keep your light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, Pile 3. What do they find attractive about you? We have the Four of Swords. Oh, okay, in the upright. We have healing. And we have here and now. That's really interesting. They find your... Oh, you can't even see that. This is too low. Yeah. They find your... I was gonna say healing. Like, they find your presence healing. I know, cliche. Excuse me, but they find your presence balanced. You're one of those people who you feel like peace. You're somebody who people call when they're stressed out. You're somebody who people go to when they're having a hard time. You're somebody who just like in life. You're probably that person that, I don't want to say absorbs other people's shit, but you're probably that person that a lot of people, when they talk to you, after they talk to you or hang out with you, they're like, I feel so much better. Thank you so much. Like, whatever. Romantically, that carries through. You have a peaceful, calm demeanor about you. You're someone whose heart is open. Like, you have an open heart, and you speak truth, but the truth that you speak is gentle. It's not harsh truths. It's not harsh for the sake of being harsh. It's truthfulness that can be kind, but delivered as a necessity, right? Like, you know, there's this thing, someone once said to me, oh, would you like the brutal truth, or you want me to lie to you? And I was like, those are not the only options. Like, motherfuckers out here really taking pride in being able to hurt your feelings when they tell you the truth. And like, that's gross to me. I'm not really into that. So anyway, you're somebody that I think might agree with my sentiments. You're somebody who's calm, babes. Like, you're just a calm motherfucker. Like, you're just a calm person. Why they find you attractive is because you're drama free. You're calm. And you're well kept. Maybe you have like long hair. Maybe you have long black hair. Or you keep your hair well. You keep yourself well. You keep your body well. You take care of it. And you have honestly, definitely a feminine quality to you, whether you are a male presenting person, a female presenting person, everything in between and beyond, whatever, you have a feminine presence of calm and holding. Like, you're someone who holds space, but first and foremost, it's like you hold space for yourself, and that's how you can hold space for others. At least I don't hold space for me. Well, you have a demeanor about you that is calm. And I don't know how to continue saying this. Like, you're just calm, you're present. There's something here about emotionality. Like, your emotions show, which is crazy, but I think it's like you feel your emotions, but you don't make them other people's problem. Is that weird to say? You know what I mean? Like, you're someone who can see reason, or you can take a step back, think about what you need to think about, at least in romance, and then speak from a place of centeredness and calm and groundedness. And you speak in the present. Something else that they're attracted to you about, especially people who have been with you a bit, is you don't really necessarily bring up old stuff. For those of you who this is like, you know, long in the tooth type thing, you don't bring up old stuff. But I do think you have like boundaries. I think you are somebody who, once bitten, you will hold up boundaries. And that's what's also attractive. Like, because it's still there, right? Like, your softness is still there, but it's clear that there's something in front of you that is shielding you. Also, in a more practical way, you could be somebody who your lover may have seen your body multiple times, but you still may like be like, close your eyes, I'm dressing. I said that as a lady, but like, guys do that too. You're somebody who's chill too. Like, you're not rushing motherfuckers to like wife it up or define the shit. Like, you're chill. You're so chill. I don't know where to go from here. Like, I know there's more. I think you are somebody who, they're attracted to your butt. Yeah, they're attracted to your butt. They like your posture. They like how you stand. If you're a dancer or you have a sway to your step, they like the fluidity of your walk, or they just like your gait, right? If you're a man, you have a certain walk that is yummy. If you're a woman, you have a certain walk that is sensual in a way, like the way you hold your body, the way you sit, the way you hold space in a space, again, right, is you take up space, but it's very welcome. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people get up to give you a seat, because you're so welcome in those spaces, and that's attractive. You smell good. I feel like I'm connecting with somebody who does try and puts in effort to maintain themselves and their body and what they give off. So whether this is spiritual maintenance, like you really put in the work and time to be this calm individual, there's that. There's also something here about sleeping a lot. Or like sleep. I feel like you take time out for yourself, and that's something people find attractive. I'm not sure if it's like rituals or anything, but people, they find it attractive that like, yeah, there is something here about like rituals and intuition and the mystical side of femininity. Like, your feminine energy is really attractive. Again, if you're a man, babe, your feminine energy is really attractive. And is that a bad thing? Like, absolutely not. Feminine energy in a masculine form, that is feminine energy. That is what I'm reading here. is hot as fuck. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, a calm man? What? A man who you feel at peace with? Excuse me? Whose presence is calming and assuring? Stop it. If that's not the feminine energy that you want, I don't know. That you want to have. I don't know. But there is something deeply intuitive about you. I'm just seeing the Pisces sign now. I was looking at the moon, but yeah. And there's something also like low-key animalistic about you too. There's that sensuality, I tell you what. Oh my gosh. They like the motion of your ocean. If you're a dancer, if you don't dance but you boogie with your body, you know what I mean? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, they like that. They like that. You're in the moment. You're somebody who it's really easy to connect with, and that's so attractive to you. Like, your stillness garners people to like look at you and fall for you without you even doing anything, because your vibe precedes you. And your vibe takes up space in the room, so much so that like your presence stands out. You know? You could be in a crowded room, but you're somebody whose stillness and presence and demureness in a certain way, or laugh, or the way you tuck your hair behind your ear, or the way you listen intently, but also you're leaning in, but you're also not, because you're still holding yourself, but you're clearly present for that person. When people look at you, they're like, damn, who is that? I want to hear that person speak. Like, you're giving quiet, you're giving rested, you're giving distance. Even if you're present, it's like they want to know what you say, what you have to say, what you think, what your ideas are. And the mystery of you is also attractive, is what they find attractive. And they can tell that there's a little bit of spice to you, there's a little bit of round to you. But they're like, I want to see that, I want to see your wild side, and they just don't have access to it. So this is where we close. I wanted to thank you for being here during Damn Near Daily Love Readings. It has been a blast this month. My goodness, this month definitely was very different flavor from previous years. And I hope you can catch up with the rest of the videos and the playlist. I really should have been posting the playlist all along, but anyway, maybe it's somewhere. I wish you so much, Pal 3. Keep your light on, good luck, and stay hot. Bye. Hey, Pal 2. Pal 2, what makes you attractive? Why do they find you attractive? What they find attractive about you? So we have mending in reverse, and we have moving on in the reverse. We have 9 of Swords. Okay. So I think this is the pile where certain other energies wanted to come out, but I put them back in the deck when I was pre-shuffling for this reading. Regarding mending. You're somebody who, what they find attractive about you is you're not afraid to say sorry. You're not afraid to take responsibility. You're not afraid to, that's really beautiful. There's a, I guess there's Scorpio energy here. There's, and that's really interesting. You're not afraid to say sorry. You're not afraid to make amends. You're not afraid to, you're someone who can right your wrongs and notice when you've been wrong. I laugh at the Scorpio and the moving on, because a Scorpio will cut a motherfucker off real quick. Like, real fucking quick, whiplash, real fucking quick, whiplash. Like, what? And so for this to come in the reverse makes me giggle. You're someone who, maybe you are someone who will cut somebody off, but it'll take a lot for you to do that. And that's what's attractive to you. Because you're somebody who deeply cares. You're somebody who deeply, deeply cares. You marry yourself to the energies in your life that you care about, whether it's people, places, or things, and people find this really attractive about you. whether it's your business or your career or your job or your hobby or whatever. There's something that you throw yourself into stuff and you don't finish until you finish. And that's so attractive. This is like you have things to talk about. You actually have things to talk about and things that are going on in your life. Like your life feels full. Lewis, I don't have things that, okay, well, the things that you watch on YouTube, the ideas that you have in your head, the thoughts, the systems that you play with in your psyche, all of those things that you're into, when they pour out, the people cannot help but find that attractive, or this person who you're checking on can't help but find that attractive. Like your mind and your heart. The fact that you worry about people, the fact that you worry about your impact, the fact that you will return, the fact that you will go back and make amends is so attractive. Especially if this is somebody that you have hurt before, or that you're able to basically say like, hey, I think I heard you. Like you're able to hear people out as well. You might be quite forgiving as well as someone. You may be a forgiving person. There is something here about you not being a forgiving person though. And your cutoff game being very strong, and how that is incredibly attractive, and they worry that they will be cut off. And so that's why they find you so attractive, because they don't want to be cut off, because they know your cutoff game is so freaking strong, so freaking strong, so freaking strong, so freaking strong. Like you will cut them all off real quick. And if not cutting off is in you moving on from them, your tongue. You will cut this person 9 different times in 9 different ways. And for some reason, that's not my vibe. I don't really like that. But for some reason, they like that. Now, granted, maybe it's other people, and maybe you put other people in their place and they love that. They're like, yes, that's my pal too. Yum. Or maybe you've put them in their place and they liked it because you corrected them and they found that attractive. They find you attractive because you're about you, but you're still about other people. So there's something here about like, when someone busy makes time for you, it just feels so nice. When a celebrity makes the time to talk to you, it just feels so nice. When, you get the last seat in the arena or something. Like there's something about your energy that makes people feel like, oh my God, I was chosen. Oh my God, I was chosen. And that's what they find attractive about you. That you choose them, even when you could have other things you're doing. That's funny. You're focused. Did I say that? I did. Like your hobbies. Did I say that? I feel like I did. If you're someone who creates things, they love that. If you're checking on your spouse, current or future, they're gonna love that you're the mother of their children. And they're gonna love how you are with that. But they're gonna love how unapologetic you are too. Yeah, outside of the mother or parent, future spouse or current spouse example, they're gonna love, oh, I lost it. They're gonna love how unapologetic you are. Like you have an unapologetic attitude about you, and it's not like necessarily like all rude, because for some of you it could be, But there's something here where you're someone who, it's very adjacent to one of the other piles, but you're someone who, if you need to pause, like, you're going to do that. If you need a break, like, you're going to actually take care of yourself. And that's really, really good. So back to the current or future spouse thing. They love, the thing that they find attractive about you is that you are like a good parent. If this is not a current or future spouse, something that they find attractive about you, if you have kids or things that you take care of, creatures that you take care of, people that you take care of, you're a good caregiver. Like, you have a big heart. And they're going to love taking care of you. There's something here about a sex drive too. You're not for everybody, and everybody is not for you. And that's attractive. There's somebody who approaches emotionality with logic. So maybe you offer logic. You're someone who does forgive and forget once you've issued forgiveness. They like your feet. They like your arms and hands. They like your chest. And they like your clothing style. They're attracted to how your clothes fit your form very well. And it gives them something to wonder about and appreciate simultaneously. This is what I have for you. I don't know if it's what you expected, but I wanted to say thank you for keeping me company during your daily love readings. If you've missed any readings, check the playlist out, or just check the channel out in general so you can catch up on previous videos that maybe were not relevant to you but are now. I wish you so much. Thank you so much for keeping me company during this. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Howdy, hey ho, pal one. Pal one. What do they find attractive about you? Dear Darla, I hate your guts. You're the scum between my toes. We got blessed in the reverse, protection. We've got forgiveness in the reverse. I'm going to flip that. We already know. And we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm also going to flip that because we know that it's in reverse. Let's make this easier for you to see. Oh, I should have gotten pizza today. I want pizza. I wonder if I can still get pizza. What time does pizza place close? Pile one. What they find attractive about you could be your healthy appetite. Whether it's because you eat clean, healthy appetite, or you just eat well. Okay? Or you eat. Okay? What that mouth do? What they find attractive about you is that you don't lie. By that I mean, yeah, maybe that, but like, you don't lie. You wear your emotions, you show your emotions. You're not hiding how you feel about something. Like, you're vulnerable. That's the word. You don't lie. You're vulnerable. You're easy to read. And that's attractive because I was recently watching The Queen of the Damned. And I was also watching The Skeleton Guy. There's this like person who does skeleton with quotes on it. I don't know. And he was saying like the same idea, except with Queen of the Damned, it was from the perspective of obviously the vampires, which is, why do we love humans so much? Like, why is it easy to fall for humans, or whatever the fuck the question was? And it was because of like the fragility of humanity, because it's not gonna last, because it's fleeting. Anything can happen, anything can hurt them, anything can, it's short. And so there's this thing of when someone becomes a vampire, they may not be as attractive as they used to be to the vampire that turned them, because now there is no fragility to that person. They're going to live forever, so they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. In true Power One fashion, you only have one life, and you use your life well from their perspective. So you show your emotion. You're not hiding it. You're vulnerable, or at least they've seen it. Blessed in Reverse says humility is an unearned gift. I don't know how this really relates. I don't like when blessed is in the reverse, to be honest with you, but it basically says, like, I would like to read this intuitively. You've been blessed, and they are blessed to be able to witness you, and you are an unearned gift. You are a blessing. They're attracted to you. What people find attractive about you is the fact that you're 1 in a million. Hi-oh, of course. You really are 1 in a million. They don't make them like you. They don't come like you anymore. They don't come in the build that you are in anymore. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse is, once people lose you, you might still be in their life, but they've lost something in you. They can see it in their eyes, in your eyes. They can feel it in your presence. There's something that they've disconnected from. Even if you're interacting with them every day or every so often, they can tell energetically that something has died. Something has broken, if something broke. Your energy once lost, woof, Godspeed. You're someone that what they find attractive about you is they want to keep you. They want to keep you. So you could be somebody that, gets booed up quickly or something because people see a good thing in you and they want to keep you around even when maybe they're not ready, because you're an unearned gift. And they want to keep you so that they can maybe like earn you later. Let me lock it down before What they find attractive about you is, damn, that's so crazy, because these readings have sort of been feeding into each other in a way. Your cutoff game is strong. And it's not even like, yeah, maybe you cut them off. Okay, like maybe you block, delete, and you keep it moving. Like that could be it. But what they find such a weird fucking question. What they find attractive about you is that you energetically cut them off. People can feel you energetically cut them off without you even changing your behavior. You can say, what? I do the same thing. I picked up your call. I've always been here. I always respond. And they can be like, no, you left the connection. And with forgiveness in reverse, what this particular person, if you're asking for somebody here, they would know when you warm back up to them, because they can feel that energy. That, Pa One is back in. They can feel you. And even see it in your eyes and your body language. It changes because you're now more open and receptive to them. And they can feel it and see it when you're not there with them anymore. So you don't lie. Like, you maybe do lie, but like your body leaks, your behavior leaks, your energy leaks. It's felt. What people find attractive about you is that you are felt. They feel you and they can't explain it. And they want to have you and they want to keep you. Whether they're capable of it or not. Whether they're capable of honoring your energy or not. And they think that just because you are warm towards them, just because you are soft towards them, just because you're giving them that open energy, that, oh, they're good. They may not know how to maintain it. Somebody one day might. But yeah, and I think with this flipped over, somebody one day might realize that you are an unearned gift and they will earn you. Especially when they have you. They will fight to keep you in, not just because you're a prize to be won. No, not just because they want to lock you down before anybody else can, but because they want to honor you and take care of you and keep your light glowing. You feel me? Not just because you glowing makes them happy and they're like, oh, I'm good. No. They go like, in order to keep a flower happy, you gotta till the soil. You gotta keep doing the things that made the flower happy in the first place. And if the flower came happy to you, you gotta fucking maintain it. You can't just look at the flower and expect it to be okay. You gotta water that hoe, fertilize that hoe, give that hoe sun in the way that it needs. You gotta read the care instructions. I'm trying to tune into the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, maybe for some of you, you're a little unstable, I guess, but maybe it's because one moment you're Gucci, the next moment you're flipping the shit, and it's like, whoa, right? Like, your emotions. One moment you're mad, the next moment you're, okay, it's fine. So maybe you're a little kooky bananas and they like that. But I feel like you're a giver. You give of yourself, your energy, your time, maybe even your money, but your money is the least of the things that you give. You give of yourself. You really are an unearned gift in people's lives. They didn't earn you. They benefit from you, and that's what they find so attractive. Your energy, your aura, your vibes balance them out. They're so attracted to you because you bring people joy and glee and grace. And they didn't do anything to earn that. They just happened to pass into your cloud bubble, doubled back and said, yeah, I think I'm going to hang out here. Yeah, this seems kind of nice. You're like a mythical creature. Listen. It's just you and me, Palm One. It's just you and me. Can we kiki a little bit? You're a little bit of a mythical creature, babe. You're like a fairy, okay? Like, you're a whole genie up here. And just your simple existence. What was that? I feel like there's something here. It's not from 10th Kingdom. I feel like there's something here where, well, technically this was like a horror anime I was watching where this woman was, they didn't clarify what she was exactly, but she was someone who, in her presence, the ghosts were not there. They would be scared. So she was like a light, I guess, right? It's a type of creep being that had, she was human, but her essence warded them off. And the person that she married was someone who saw ghosts on the fucking daily. Okay. And when they had a son, he started noticing that there wasn't enough of her for the both of them, for both him and his son, to be protected from her, from the ghosts and stuff. And so he made the call to, like, you know, I'm not gonna ruin it. But yeah, there's just that, like, your presence, your energy, your essence. Also body tea, hair tea, okay? But I feel like there's something here about your face and your demeanor that is really attractive. The way you wear your hair, people can tell. Maybe this person can tell that, like, you're happy or excited or whatever because, oh, your hair, you're wearing your hair like that. The way your hair is messy or neat, like, they can tell. Well, this person's pretty observant. Or again, you just be leaking, okay? The way you hold your posture, they can tell. And maybe this is everybody, but there's just something really special about how you do it. You are beautiful. You are. You're beautiful. You're. I'm not. I don't want to say you're a calm spirit, but you kind of are. But also, you really aren't. Oh my God. But I feel like in your calm moments, there's something really lovely there. You make things grow and blossom around you, babe. Like, you are the nutrients for ... life, I guess. You really are an unearned gift. The sun is an unearned gift. We didn't do nothing to earn the sun, excuse me. We benefit from the sun. Our earth is an unearned gift. We benefit from this earth and the abundance that it gives. You gotta take care of these things. Anyway, Pal One, before I start talking about your past, I'm gonna end here. Thank you so much for keeping me company during Damn Near Daily Love readings. It's been great. It's been such a big one this year. I don't know why. The energy, though, Venus was really giving it this year. But if you've missed any videos, check out the playlist and check out old videos from last year. And catch up. Go on a cute little binge. A little binge. I appreciate you. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.